Small Stories from Life Part 6. Take the initiative to express love. Many people often keep in their hearts small resentments from misunderstandings or from some annoying incident, etc. We stubbornly wait for others to take the initiative to approach us because we think that is the only way for us to forgive or rekindle a friendship or a relationship, etc. An acquaintance of mine has hardly talked to her son for 3 years now. Why not? I asked her to explain that it was because of disagreements with her son about her daughter-in-law, and she would not talk to him again until he made the first move. When I suggested that she should make the first move, at first she objected that it was impossible, that he was my son, he had to apologize to me first, she definitely would not make up with her only son. But after being encouraged, she decided to make the first move to make up with her son. The son was really surprised and showed gratitude and then automatically apologized to his mother. The truth is that when we know how to seize the opportunity and proactively open our hearts to others with sincerity, both sides feel each other's goodwill and then both will win. On the contrary, if we keep it in our hearts, we will make a big deal out of small things in our heads. We believe that protecting our own opinions is more important than our happiness. It is not like that. You must understand that happiness is letting go and opening your heart to everyone. Give everyone the right part and make them shine. Give and receive. Then you will see that they also open their hearts to you, even if they do not. You will feel the peace and serenity in your soul that you have done everything you can to contribute to creating a better, more loving world.
Followed by the second story, the Time Warp game. Almost every day I play a game called Time Warp, which is essentially about determining my priorities in life. To play this game, you simply imagine that every problem you are facing is not happening now but is happening a year from now, then ask yourself if it is really as important as you think it is. You will realize that sometimes things are important but most of the time they are not, whether it is an argument with your spouse, your children or your boss over making a mistake, missing an opportunity, losing your wallet, getting rejected at work or spraining your ankle. The point is that if it is happening a year from now, you don't need to worry about it, because it is just a trivial matter in your life. While this game won't solve all your problems in life, it can greatly expand your worldview. I laugh at problems that I used to worry about so much that I thought they were so serious. Now instead of wasting energy on feeling angry or pent up, I can spend time with family, work, friends or think of better things.
Followed by the third story, life is inherently unfair. Life is not always as fair as we want it to be. Once a friend asked me who said life is fair and who made it fair. She asked a good question and it reminded me of something I was taught as a child. Life is inherently unfair. That is an undeniable and acceptable truth. It means a great understanding. One of the mistakes that many of us often make is a judgmental attitude towards life. We spend too much time complaining and criticizing the injustices in life, the imperfections of life. Then from there we feel sorry for ourselves or others. We want life to be this way or that way. For us, that never happens, my friend. We have to harmonize with life ourselves. We cannot force it to harmonize with us, and besides, life does not intend to do so. Accepting life as it is will help us have the right attitude towards injustice. Life is not perfect and making it perfect is the way for all of us. Accepting this will make you feel more relaxed in front of any events that happen in life, even if it is not as you want. However, admitting that life is unfair does not mean that we do nothing to improve the lives of each person in particular and the world in general, but that is the first step for us to take the right action to improve the world around us. Here we would like to end this story. Thank you for listening.
Followed by the fourth story, allow yourself to be idle. A friend once told me we are no longer living people but have become acting people. Indeed, for many of us, not to mention the responsibilities we have to carry out, life has pushed us with stimuli that do not allow us to sit idle for even a few minutes. I still remember the time I studied with a specialist doctor, in a small town with very little to do after the first day of class. I asked the instructor what he could do in the evening. "Sir," he replied, "what I want you to do is allow yourself to be idle every now and then. You don't have to do anything, this is part of the training." At first I thought he was joking. "Why do I have to be idle?" I asked. He slowly explained, "If you allow yourself to have leisure for, say, an hour, then leisure will be replaced by peace." This is when he learned how to relax. Oh, this is the first time I've been advised about life, so there should be boredom. And to my surprise, I realized that he was absolutely right. We are used to always working non-stop from one thing to another, so when there is nothing to do we become annoyed. Frustrated, as if life had ended. Actually, giving ourselves free time is a positive idea. It helps us have time to relax and enjoy life. Here I am not talking about hours of useless idleness or laziness, but simply mastering the art of relaxation. That means we need to know how to live, not just know how to act like a machine. You just need to sit still, maybe look through the window and pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. At first you may feel restless, but gradually things will get easier. Much of our feelings of anxiety and inner struggle stem from our busy minds, always wanting to be active and always wondering after completing one task, what comes next. While we are using dinner, we wonder what dessert is. When we eat dessert, we consider what to do next. After an evening like that comes the question, what should we do this weekend? Or when we return home after an evening out, we immediately turn on the TV, click on the phone, read a book, or start cleaning the house. Everything keeps happening as if there is nothing more for us to do, even for just a minute. The benefit of doing nothing is that it helps you clear your mind and relaxes your body and mind need time to rest and escape its frantic rhythm. Then it will return to activity stronger, sharper, more focused and creative.
Followed by the fifth story, life is not an alarm. Many people believe that life is a continuous and endless series of urgent activities, and they always put themselves in a position of being ready to clash with each other, as if it were an emergency. This results in an increasing number of people neglecting their families and their dreams because they always put their lives in a state of emergency. They make excuses that if they don't work 12 hours a day, they won't be able to get their work done. But the truth is that no matter how hard they work, their work tray will never be empty until they die. Recently, a wife and mother of 3 small children came to me and complained, "Every morning I can't clean the house as clean as I want before everyone leaves the house." She always feels disappointed because she cannot take care of everything in the family as expected. She acted and felt as if someone was always pointing a gun at her head and forcing her to clean up every plate and every towel. While the truth is that no one other than herself is putting pressure on herself. We often take our goals so seriously that we forget to have fun during the activity and forget to rest. We make completing small things a condition of our happiness, or we beat ourselves up just because we don't complete tasks on time that we set for ourselves. To live a more relaxed life, you should acknowledge your limitations and eliminate self-imposed emergencies. Life will continue its flow endlessly, even if you do complete your plan or not. Please remember that life is not an emergency. Here we would like to end this story. Thanks for listening. Hello and see you again in Small Stories of Life Part 7.